Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to HSCI 6275. It was great reading this week about a little bit about people's background and the interesting topics that you want to be working on through the semester. I hope you've also had a chance to look through the entire Blackboard and familiarize yourself with what's going on and when things will be due. You probably have noticed, and I'll use the discussion board as an example, there is not a lot of discussion board work until near the end of the semester, week 6. This is not a self-paced course, but a lot of what you're going to be doing is really on your own timeline. And each week we'll talk about where you should be in working on your white paper for the capstone. But we teach this course so that you can spend most of your time writing. There is reading to do, as you know, which is preparing you for the type of material that'll go into your paper that's from the change management literature. And I hope you're enjoying Dr. Bikino's short addresses each week that sort of get you acclimated. So in week 1, you had a chance to review the course overview and the week 1 introduction, which is a little bit more about the topics, the literature that you're reading in that first week. Last week, there was a lot, and you might still not be caught up on all of it, but I assure you the reading will drop off rather quickly in the next couple weeks so that you can spend more time planning your work, your writing work. So here in week 2, where we are right now, you want to start to identify the problems of organizational change in a phase of intervention, which is the topic that you've chosen. Determine the actions that address the predictable problems of an organizational change by phase of intervention, describe the different roles played by change agents, and initiate an interdisciplinary literature review. So again, you will have a chance to watch a short video prepared by Dr. Bikino, and then you'll start to put together a literature review that is going to make up the literature that's used in your topic of interest. Naturally, most all of health issues today involve way more than just information about disease and disorder and so forth. And some of you have chosen areas that now even include things like artificial intelligence, eye health, and those sorts of things that all need to be sort of brought together. So there's a video here about why we even do cross-disciplinary work in healthcare today and what the value of it is. In the discussion board, we want you to state your topic and the disciplines, that you feel are most relevant to the type of paper you're going to write. So the example I just gave you, if you're going to be working with artificial intelligence or IT, as well as talking about how that affects diagnosis or something like that, you're really bringing together different types of literature that ultimately you're going to want to integrate. And you'll be integrating it along with the change management literature that we have you reading in this course. So there is an opportunity to here, where the rapid review matrix template is for you to, and let me just pull that up. wonder if I can open. Nope. Sorry about that. I can't seem to get it in view right now. But this here, sorry, right here, the rapid review matrix template is an Excel sheet that's going to help you to organize the literature that you're finding that has to go with your topic. It's a good way to just keep track of why you found an article that is useful, and to jot down some notes about why it's useful to your topic. This is one thing in writing that can really distract you when you actually sit down and write, is forgetting, why did I think this article was important? And I don't remember what I was thinking when I pulled the article. You don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that when you sit down and write, you've already made your selections in the literature that you're going to be using. And so that doesn't distract you from the process of writing. So this week is getting organized. It's looking into the peer review literature that is contributing to your topic. You're going to, in the discussion board, in week 2, you're going to provide us with the relevant disciplines, state your topic and the disciplines that are most important, and why. Why are they important to your paper, your white paper that you're going to be writing? And you'll see by week 6, although you can use this at any time, because of the way this course is structured, and there's very few of you in this course, there's only 9 people, I've split up the CML group and the HCQ group. So when you can use these discussion boards at your leisure, I think it's helpful to share drafts, portions, questions, ideas about what you're working on, especially if it's parallel with what another student is working on, and you can actually help each other. A couple things I want to make sure we're all on the same page on is, first, that we are looking for literature that is peer-reviewed in journals you get through the library. I sometimes get students who will use a lot of web material. That doesn't mean web material is off limits, but in this type of writing, at this level of your education, it's the papers should be considered scholarly, and scholarly papers require peer-reviewed journal articles. That doesn't mean you might not, draw attention to maybe a federal agency statement that they make on their website or something like that. But when you think of the big picture, that should be like less than 5% of what you're bringing together in your literature review. Also, I haven't gotten much traffic. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. In the questions for your professor, if you have any questions for me, or if you have any comments, or if you find a link doesn't work or anything, you can write it right into this discussion thread. It goes right to my email. I usually answer those as quickly as I can. Sometimes I even answer from my phone, just to make sure that you get your answer. And also, it might be a question that's on other students' minds. So it gives everyone a chance to get the information without me having to answer the same question many times. But I just want to bring that up because that's the fastest way to get a hold of me if you have a problem or some sort of barrier that's keeping you from moving forward. Okay, so this week is organizing week. You're going to start to, tack down the topic more specifically. You're going to start to identify the disciplines of literature that you're going to be including into your white paper. And then you are also going to start to keep track of on that Excel sheet the literature that you're finding that's useful for your paper and the reason why you're using it. If you need anything, just reach out. I look forward to reading everyone's posting this week so I can give a little bit of my own uh, input into the disciplines that you're looking at and possibly helping you broaden a little bit or the opposite and sort of make it a little tighter so you don't make an impossible task for yourself. I hope you all have a great week. It seems to be either very hot or very cold in the country. I happen to be in a very hot place. It's still 80 degrees here this afternoon on the East Coast, and tomorrow it's going to be 50. I know some of you are getting a cold blast. So I hope everyone's enjoying fall, if you like it hot or cold, and I'll be looking out for you on the boards. Have a great afternoon. Thanks. Bye.